Hi everyone, how are you today? This is a different type of video. I live about 75 miles away from my grandchildren, and sometimes they need direct communication from me, a visual communication about maybe homework or something like that. And I'm going to use this channel to be able to kind of connect with them. So I hope you understand. If you would like me to tag my videos somehow, so that way you know in advance that this may not be a video you want to see. But yeah, I want to be able to help them in any way I can. And sometimes I come up with ideas that might help them better. So on that note, hi Marie. Today we are going to learn how to add and subtract time to figure out when we need to be somewhere and when we need to leave. So I'm going to get it set up here, and then we're going to learn today. Okay? Hi Marie. Nana wants to help you with your homework. Mommy said you were having a little hard time with this. So what I decided is to make you a clock and to tell you you have to learn your 5 times tables, okay? Because if you don't, it's going to be very hard to learn how to look at a clock and know what time it is and what time you have to leave. Okay, so with our 5 times tables, when you see any number on the clock, okay, you times that by 5, and that will give you the minutes, okay? Like I have this clock here, the little hand's at the 7, which tells you what hour it is, and the big hand gives you the minutes. So it says 7, and then 9 times 5 is 45. So it's 7:45. Now let's say you have to be at school at 7:45, and it takes you 35 minutes to get to school. So all you have to do is count backwards by 5s, okay? So we count backwards as we start right here. Okay, we go. Now it takes 35 minutes to get to school. So we count to 35 by our 5s. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So our big hand has to be at the 2. Which means if we want to get to school by 7:45, we have to leave at 7:10. Okay? Let's see. Let's try, we have to be to school at 8, okay? Let's pretend we have to be at school at 8. 8 o'clock is at the 12. Okay? So when we go backwards, it's the next hour, okay? After you okay, say it's 8:05, okay? We're going to pretend. You have to be at school at 8:05. Now when you pass the 12 going the other way, going backwards, you move back your hand, okay? It'll be a 7 instead of at 8. Okay, the only time you go up is when you go around this way. When you go backwards and you pass the 12, it's the previous hour, okay? And I'll show you. So you have to be at school at 8:05, and it takes, oh, let's say 25 minutes to get to school. Okay? So we have to go back 25. So we start at the 1. We start wherever, we have to be there at a certain time. That's where we start. So we go back 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, okay, at the 8. But since we're passing the 12 backwards, that means our little hand has to go backwards by 1, okay? So if we have to be at school at 8:05 and we go back 25 minutes, that means we have to leave by 7:40. Okay? It's like, you know, when you subtract, you have to borrow from the tens column. Well, when you go backwards on the clock, you have to subtract 1 to go back an hour, okay? So, let's try one more. Let's say you're going to go shopping with Mommy at 7:50, okay? Which is 10 times 5 is 50. So at 7:50, we're going to go shopping with Mommy. But, no, wait a minute. 7:50, we have to be at the store, okay? At 7:50, we have to be there. Say we're going to take your pictures. Nana would love pretty pictures of you. So, we have to be there at 7:50, okay? But it takes 45 minutes to get there. Alright? So we have to count back by our 5s up till we get to 45. Alright? So let's do that together. We start here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so we're going backwards. And we're not passing the 12, remember? Only if we go backwards and pass the 12. So 45 minutes would be 7:05 that we have to leave to get there by 7:50. Okay? So if you have any more questions, you call Nana and you let her know. Okay? I really hope that helps you, Marie. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry, I tried. But tell Mommy to get you an old clock. And then, you know, take off the plastic so you can play with the dials and, you know, kind of figure it out. I think that would be easiest on you. So tell Mommy I said to get an old clock. Okay? And if she can't, I'll try to find one for you. Okay? So I love you, and I love Sandman, and I love Buggy. Bye-bye, babies.